Rishi Sunak is unintentionally wreaking havoc in Europe, after keeping tight-lipped about the date Britons will go to the polls. European diplomats are furious with Rishi Sunak after he unintentionally threw an upcoming EU summit into chaos. Several EU ambassadors have voiced their anger after Mr. Sunak refused to reveal the date of the next UK election, leaving the important meeting in stasis. The government has now been accused of dragging their feet over agreeing a date for the summit, as Rishi Sunak refuses to rule out a surprise spring election, while the PM has strongly hinted that the next general election will be in the second half of this year. Diplomats believe the refusal to nail down a date for the European Political Community meeting is because he won't rule out a May poll. The summit was initially expected to take place in March or April, which would clash with an election campaign with Brits set to go to the polls in spring. Ambassadors are reported as grumbling that officials in London won't nail down a date. The European Political Community, EPC, is a grouping outside of the EU, comprised of more than 40 countries. It was formed in 2022, largely as a response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and meets twice a year. With the presidency alternating between EU and non-EU members, the UK is set to host the next meeting, explaining why Mr. Sunak's refusal to nail down a date is causing so much frustration. One senior diplomat told the Fort the hold-up is now frustrating them and accused Number 10 of stalling. Another added that Downing Street is making the meeting logistic. A third vented, "We keep asking for a date and they, the UK, say they can't give us one, for obvious reasons, which we take to mean they have not fully decided about the election." A UK government official dismissed the allegation their feet dragging is linked to a potential general election. They argued, "We're going to host an EPC and want it to be a great, useful event. Sometimes these things take time to organize." A UK source added that the PM signalled at the last one that we would like to focus it on tackling illegal migration. The Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office said, "We value the European political community as an important platform for coordination and discussion on pan-European issues. We are continuing to consult partners about the UK EPC summit and will make an announcement in due course." A spokesperson for the EU Council President said, "There is an ongoing consultation with our partners in the UK on the organisation and preparations for the next EPC, ensuring that the meeting is another success. The date, which is primarily up to the host country to fix, will be announced in due course."